Oh boy, I'm live. Unbelievable. Now, if we could just invite our friends over here, that would be fantastic also. I don't see my audio working very well over here. Let me turn it off and on again. Well, it looks like it is working. One spot on the digital dial. We got a great show coming up tonight called Waking Up. What does it mean to wake up? It's going to be a great, great show. Many people have been asking me, what does it mean to wake up? People go around saying that all the time. Are you awake? Are you awake? Are you awake? What does it mean? Well, it means to be fully alive. It means to be fully conscious of what's going on around you. It means to be fully cognizant of what's happening within your world, within your scope of imagination and reasoning and logic and wisdom. And it means to be able to take in all of your surroundings and deal with all of the complexities of this massive matrix that we live in today. It's a very difficult process to wake up. Being unawake is being immature. Being unawake is being uninformed. Being not awake is being uneducated. Being not awake is being just unconscious of the reality that's happening all around you and the non reality that's happening all around you. This elusive maze matrix we call consciousness is something that is very, very complex. We don't understand consciousness. We don't understand how it works. We don't understand the mind brain connection. We don't understand how that works, but we're making strides to understand more comprehensively how these things come together and how they work together. The studies in neurology are really unbelievably fantastic. And we're making, as I said, great strides in understanding the brain a lot better and understanding how the total nervous system works within the body, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, the parietal systems in the brain, the temporal systems in the brain, the occipital and the frontal lobes of the brain, how all of these things work together with all of these neurons firing and synapses going off and on, hundreds of millions of connections in the brain going off every day. This massive amount of information that's coming in from all directions, bombarding the brain, overloading the brain in some cases with information. The brain is a very complex organism, probably one of the most complex organisms on the planet. I don't think we will ever have a computer that will match the human brain's capacity for understanding and emotion and reasoning and logic and self awareness. But we're definitely trying to do that. Neurologists are working on that. Quantum physicists are working on that. To be fully awake, ladies and gentlemen, will give you a full perspective of a lot of things you didn't see before. It will help you to understand the dark state. It will help you to understand the shadow government. It will help you to understand just how we are enslaved by the multinational corporations and the lobbyists who work around the world to instruct our Congress, our Senate, and our House, and our judiciary, and our administrative factions on what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, where to do it, and how often to do it, and how to vote on these many different issues that are supposed to affect our constituency, which doesn't affect our constituency in a good way. It always seems to work out for the large corporations, and it always will. It always has, and it always will. We can look at the big pharma the big pharmacological corporations around the country. We can see the billions and billions and billions that they're raking in, feeding people pills. We can see the Environmental Protection Agency, what it's not doing for agriculture and for our environment. We can look at all of these three-letter agencies and see the kind of corruption that they're involved in: the National Security Agency, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Department of Justice, and the Department of Defense, the Department of War, the Pentagon, the Military Industrial Complex, the Trilateral Commission, the Commission on Foreign Relations, the World Citizen Council. All of these things are something that you need to have a basic understanding of in order to be fully awake, ladies and gentlemen. Um, and I hope that you will take this video and you will run with it. You will start to study, start to think, start to ponder, start to research all of these many, many different important aspects to our lives and our communities and our neighborhoods, cities and states and counties and small townships. It's very important that you have a full comprehension of how these systems and subsystems work. So that's what I came on to tell you about today, and I hope that you will take this video and learn something from it. I hope that you will take a deeper understanding of all of these different things that I've talked about today. Um, to be fully awake can be very depressing. It can be very stressful to wake up and to fully understand what's going on in the world today, in reality today, reality as we know it, as we call it, as we see it. It can be very disturbing to see some of the uh, things that are going on with the police state. It can be very disturbing to see what's going on with the idea of having a national ID card here in the United States and to implant everyone with the RIFD chip, radio frequency chip, in the hand, to be able to identify yourself, to be able to do banking and transactions and trading, bartering, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, buying food and groceries and other things, to have that little chip in your hand with your medical information on it, for them to be able to scan and trace and track and profile you everywhere you go. All of these things are happening. All of these things are here. All of these things are now. And we have so many potential disasters that could come our way now in 2018. Uh, October the 1st, 2018. We have so many disasters looming on the horizon that you need to be prepared for. I hope you are all becoming prepared. I hope you are all becoming preppers. I hope you're storing up water, storing up dry goods, storing up packaged, prepackaged, dried foods. I hope that you're getting ready to be without electricity or gas or water for a month or two or three. And I hope you have some weapons locked and loaded and understand how to use those weapons in case people come to take away your food, take away your stash. All of this could happen. The foreign countries are trying to shut down our grid every single day. There's a battle going on between the United States and Russia and China and several other countries to be able to hack into our system and shut us down. We could also get an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, that could shut the grid system down from Canada to Florida. And our grid system could be down for days, for weeks, for months, for years. We just don't know how bad that it could get, but I know that we have the potential to make it very, very bad with the technology that they have and that they're going to use eventually upon us. So get ready, be prepared, and don't let this thing catch you with your pants down. Be fully prepared, fully awake, and fully alert, and teach your children about these things. Teach your children, teach your family, your extended family, and your coworkers and your friends to be fully awake and fully alert. Video as I meant it to be, and I will see you soon. I hope you tune in to Blog Talk Radio tonight. We have a show starting at 6 p.m. on the 10/1/2018, 6 p.m. Pacific time. The show is Between the Lines tonight. We normally have Fourth and Baker over there. Tonight is Between the Lines with John LaCrone hosting and me, Kyler Davenport, co-hosting tonight. And we're going to be talking about the issue of waking up, what it means to be fully awake. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I will see you tonight on the show, or I will see you soon back here. Bye bye.